All right, you guys, how's everybody doing? Make sure you are getting your Black Girl Vitamins. Head on down to blackgirlvitamin.co and use my discount code ReallyBTV for 20% off of your order each and every time. Make sure you guys are sending me your pictures and tagging me and on your social media. Let me know you got your products and let me know how you like them. All right, let's get ready to get into the things, y'all. What's up? What's today? Tuesday? Ooh, child. Why I feel like I was like, because look, I was sitting here like, is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Taco Tuesday. I hope everybody is well. I hope you guys are having a great day. So listen, my boo thing, Conscious TV, dropped this video yesterday. And y'all, I was tired. It was the first day of school. I was exhausted. I really wanted to come down here and talk about it last night. But baby, I just didn't have it in me. So we're going to talk about it today. I know a lot of other people have already picked this ball and been running with it. But y'all, they ain't doing my way. Your Black Girl Vitamins came today. Thank you for your support, and thank you to everybody else who has purchased Black Girl Vitamins and supported them. I hope you like them as much as I do as well. Thank you, China White. Thank you, everybody. But we're going to get into some things. And let me call a thing, y'all. Listen. I am not a barb. I don't like or dislike Nicki Minaj. Let's be clear, okay? But from the very first time I heard this story about Kenneth Petty, who is Nicki Minaj's current husband, I believe the victim. I mean, you know, there are times when we know that the victim is, sometimes we find flaws in people's statement and we think, oh, wait a minute, something don't sound too right here, something doesn't sound too kosher. But honestly, I believe the victim from the very beginning. Now, let's just go through some things. We're going to go through a few things. I pulled a few things that we're going to talk about. Well, I mean, I didn't mean to say it no kind of way. I was just saying her current husband, like, they still married right now. I ain't even mean it no kind of way. That's all it was. I was just saying they still married, child. Okay. Hey, Lauren, what's up? School today? It was okay. Tired. I'm just tired. But I said I had to come down here and talk to the people. So let me start at the beginning. Well, at least when I say the beginning, my beginning, okay? Jennifer Hugh is the victim. First of all, I am tired of people calling her the alleged victim. I was reading an article from 2022 that was calling her the alleged victim. Hey, excuse me. Hey, people in the media, people, wherever, however, and whoever. I need to explain something to y'all. When somebody pleads guilty to something and they go to jail for it, it is no longer alleged. This man pled guilty. Now, he pled guilty to attempted RAPE and not actual RAPE. However, even if he attempted to do it, which when people take pleas, we understand, us down here understand how plea agreements work. So just because he pled to attempt it doesn't mean that the actual thing did not happen. It was a plea agreement, and those things, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. With that being said, we're not going to call her the alleged anything. He pled guilty and went to jail. She is the victim. Okay. So most of us didn't know nothing about this story until obviously he marries Nicki Minaj, and of course it becomes a story, because that's what we do down here. Hell, I even do it. Okay. That's what I do, right? I don't do the investigation, but when somebody drops it, we do talk about it like we're doing today. Yes, shout out to my boo CTV. He told us he had an explosive drop that was coming, and baby, he is breaking the internet. Okay, he is breaking the internet. And I do have the link pinned if you guys want to go watch the uninterrupted interrogation video. You don't know what I'm talking about. This is the first you've heard of it, and you don't want to hear me talk. I'm okay with that. So y'all can go to the link right there. Tell CTV I sent you, and y'all can go watch the uninterrupted interrogation video. But give me a minute. We're going to get there. So once we heard the story, it became a whole situation of what happened, what didn't happen, what's the story, what's not the story. Now, over the years, I have heard all kinds of versions of the story. I have heard that he was just 16 years old and he was scared, and that's why he took the plea, because they said he could go to jail for 20 years, so he took the plea. I've heard stories that, oh, well, they were interrogating him without his parent present, and he said something he shouldn't have said because he didn't know his rights. I heard that he ain't do it. She was lying. He only took the plea because he was scared of going to jail. We've heard all what I have. And I even pulled a couple of articles that I'm going to read to you guys and let y'all hear quotes from what Nicki said as well as what he said as it relates to this situation. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let you hear in Jennifer's words what she said happened. Because what ended up happening was Jennifer actually filed, "Hey, Conscious Boo! Really be told y'all CTV will find your DNA strain of me." Yes, you will, baby. Yes, you will. And listen, you told the people, I saw it. You told the people you was dropping it, baby, and you dropped it like it's hot. And he even did his own breakdown yesterday. That's another reason why I ain't gonna lie, because baby Conscious broke it down all the way yesterday, and I was over there watching his live. I was watching his live last night, child. I said, shoot, Conscious breaking this thing all the way down. But over the years, we have heard all of these different excuses, because that's what I call them. Listen, let me say this. And this is coming from somebody that really don't care. Like, I don't have no dog in this fight. I'm not a barb. It is what it is. But here's my thing right here. Tracy, can one of my mods, can y'all drop Conscious TV's Cash App in the chat for me, please? If you guys appreciated what he dropped and the content that y'all been getting about the Nicki Minaj's, I need y'all to send him a love offering if y'all could, please and thank you. Y'all know Conscious platform is not monetized, so he gets his donations from subscribers. So if y'all could drop him, one of my mods drop his Cash App for me, please. If y'all could, I think it should be in his description box. If not, Conscious, what's your Cash App, booby? We've heard every excuse. Some of those things happen, scared kids, lack of attorneys, age, etc. But he seemed like a lie. Well, it was proven that he lied. It was proven that it was a lie. And we're gonna get to that in a second. I'm not gonna drag this out, but I do want to just lay the foundation. Here's what I'm gonna say right here. The reality of the situation, there it is right there. Thank you, boo. Conscious TV, there's his Cash App. If y'all could just slide him a donation, $5, $10, $20. If you feel a real froggy, gone, send him $50. But y'all know he's not monetized. I'm gonna make money off this video because my platform is monetized. His is not. So if you guys could just, send him a little something, a little piece of something. I got you too, Conscious. I got you too, boo. So if Nicki Minaj had been like, listen, this is a dude that I knew. We go way back. I knew him in high school. Things happened. Life happened. But we reconnected. We found love. And it is what it is. He paid for what he did. Which is the truth. He went to jail. He paid for what he did. And, listen. And basically, it ain't y'all business. You know what? I would respect that more. I would respect that more for her to come down and just be like, I knew him. Some stuff went down. It ain't had nothing to do with me. We have reconnected. He paid his debt to society. Deuces. Baby, I'd be like, strange. But for you to come down and call this woman a liar. First of all, I'm going to just go and read this and then we're going to listen. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to read y'all a couple of these articles, these quotes that I found. I was really looking for something. I couldn't find it, but anyway, it is what it is. What? What? Where's my phone? I'm going to go to TMZ because if anybody got it, TMZ got it. Did anybody else? Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I really hate to. Give me a second. If y'all are watching this on the replay, I apologize. I don't see that. Anybody else see it? I don't see that. Auntie Didi. Auntie Didi, I don't see nothing. If y'all see it, let me know. But I don't see it. I went to TMZ and I just went straight to Google. I don't see nothing about it. Okay, Auntie Didi, child, don't be coming in here giving us no heart attacks, okay? Now, maybe you know something we don't know, but don't be coming in here giving us no heart attacks about no Stevie Wonder. Okay, let's get back into it. So I'm going to read you guys a couple of quotes. One from Nicki Minaj, another one from Kenneth Petty himself. Then I'm going to let y'all hear Jennifer Hugh tell her story in her own words, and then we're going to go through the interrogation tape. That is the order that we're about to move through. Y'all do know that she sued Nicki Minaj and her husband for intimidation, said that they are trying to pressure her, you know, yada, yada, yada. So, which I believe all of that too. That's just my opinion. I believe it. All right, now I found this article. This is some of what Nicki Minaj said about in defense of her husband. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll back up. All right, Nicki Minaj went on her Queen radio show program and accused Hugh of lying, accused her of being a white woman, saying white equals right, and disgustingly insinuating that the plaintiff is comparable to Carolyn Bryant, the white woman who wrongfully accused Emmett Till. So first of all, Jennifer Hugh don't even look white, so I don't even know where that would have come from. Second of all, even if she was white, to compare her to the woman who accused Emmett Till is disgusting. And I really hate when people, it's like low-hanging fruit. And I really hate when people do that. Nicki also has gone on her radio show to say things like he was scared and, you know, his parents weren't even there. Here's another article I found. Where she defended her husband on Queen Radio. Now, Wendy Williams had a lot to say as well. She said that when the alleged accuser wrote a letter to the judge asking to recant their statements, she was told that she would go to jail for 90 days, allegedly, if she recanted the statement. So there was a letter that was written, and she did write the letter, but what she said was that she was being harassed by his family and she was being pressured and threatened, and that is why she wrote the letter. Again, I believe it. Okay. Here's what, and this is in Kenneth Petty's own words. This is a part of the lawsuit that was filed for harassment. He said, I did not force the plaintiff into a house. I did not force plaintiff to have sex with me. I did not sexually or physically assault the plaintiff in any way, nor did I ever threaten the plaintiff. I pled guilty to attempted rape despite my innocence because I was a scared 16-year-old kid and was told that my sentence would be 20 years to life if I did not plead guilty to attempted RAPE. He declared that he never harassed her directly or indirectly or asked others to do that. Okay. So that is what he said as a part of the lawsuit. Now, as a result of the lawsuit, Jennifer Hugh did submit pictures from the original court case. I'm going to share a little bit of that with you guys now. I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see some of the pictures that were shared as a part of the original court case. Oh, Hold on. Let me share my screen. Oh, not somebody said Nicki bleached calling somebody else white. Oh. Right. His father was absolutely sitting there. Okay. So these are the original pictures of Jennifer Hugh. As you can see, she's showing on her neck where those are choke marks from where he bruised her neck. Now, when she wrote that letter to try to recant, she said, "Oh, those were just hickeys from a boyfriend from a couple of days ago." Baby, it's clear that those are not hickeys. Like, girl, nobody believes your letter. So again, did she try to recant? She did. Allegedly, she tried to recant because she was being pressured and harassed and threatened. Again, you see here, those are bruises on her side. Right there, those are bruises on her side. And this is from the original evidence. So I'm gonna just read through you guys because it's going to come back later in the interrogation tape. The photo of the bite marks on the plaintiff's face caused by the Petty. Photo of the knife that was used to assault her. Photo of the defendant's room where he assaulted her or attempted to assault her. Bruises to her side. Images of her neck. Contact solution, which will also come into play when you hear her version of the story, that the plaintiff threw at Petty. And then her rape kit, which she did immediately go and have a kit done. All of that is a part of the original evidence from her original case. Okay. So again, you guys, when you hear her tell her story, which I'm about to play now, wasn't that the cut? Maybe that was the cut. Yeah. So when you hear her tell her story, some of those things will make sense when you hear her tell her version of the story. As you guys know, she went on the Real a few years ago before, probably that last season, because Garcelle Bouvier was there that day. So it was that probably that last season before the Real got canceled, where she was there with her attorney and she told her story. So but that's the first part we're gonna listen to, and then we're gonna get into this interrogation video, child. Okay. Again, you guys, if you are enjoying this, make sure y'all bless Conscious TV, I don't know how you got that damn tape. But baby, Conscious got that interrogation video, honey. So let's listen to it. I'm gonna play it, you guys. Child, I keep forgetting to bring my you missed the Real. I keep forgetting to bring my speaker down here. So we're just going to listen to her interview. We're not going to listen. We're just going to listen to her tell her story of what happened. We're going to listen to her tell her version of what happened. Them sources be sourcing. Okay. All right. So let's listen to her tell her story. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Blackburn. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Jennifer and Tyrone. I think, Jennifer, I know this is not an easy thing for you to do, so we're going to take our time. After being silent for so long, why are you here speaking up today?
I'm tired of being afraid.
Can y'all hear? And yes, thank you, Andrea. It is a trigger warning. So she is getting ready to talk about being assaulted. So again, if that, I'm just like, yes, it is a trigger warning. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. All right. Okay, y'all can hear? Okay, good. I'm gonna let it play.
I feel like the actions that were taken in regards to this whole situation have put me in a different type of fear at my age now, and it was wrong, and I don't want to be afraid anymore. So the only way not to be afraid is to continue to speak up.
Let's take it back to the beginning. What was your first interaction with Kenneth Petty?
It was September 16th of 94. It was a Friday morning. I was on my way to school, high school. I seen him at a bus stop. I didn't think anything of it other than there goes Kenny across the street. And he asked me where I was going. I said I was going to school. I asked him where he was going. He said he was going to school too. I might have said something like, yeah, right. And I turned away from him to look for, we had dollar vans back then. So I was looking for the bus or the dollar.
All right, so a couple of things she said, I just want you guys to take note of. So when we get to the interrogation video, the first thing she says is her first sexual encounter with Kenneth Petty was that day. In the interrogation video, he's going to say something different. Also, as an educator, I picked up on something when I watched the interrogation video. I'm gonna let y'all know when we get to that. But when he said he was on his way to school, and she said I might have said something like, "Yeah, right," because it sounded like this dude didn't go to school. And when you hear his interrogation video, he gonna tell on himself in the interrogation video about his school attendance. Okay, but as an educator, I heard it as soon as he said it, and I'll tell y'all what it is.
And before you know it, he was grabbing a hold of my jacket.
Jennifer, what happened after he grabbed you?
I felt something in my back. So I just assumed there was a gun.
Okay.
And I started walking. And I'm pleading with him the whole way. I'm trying to understand what does he want. And we get in front of this house. It might have been maybe the second or third house from the corner. And he kind of reaches behind me with his foot to push the door open. And he pushes me up the steps. We go up the steps. I'm crying because now I'm inside. We walk up the steps and I'm continuously pleading with him. I'm asking him, like, what do you want? Like, if you just want me to chill here with you, I will. And then he said I knew what he wanted. He pushed me down on the bed. We wrestled for my clothes because all I could do was hold my pants like this, as tight as I can. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me to like really fight. I just held on to my pants and he'd hold my arms down and he squeezed the sides of my stomach so hard. And so I'd let go, and as soon as I let go, he'd grab my pants. It was like a tug of war. After a while, I just got tired. And I just felt maybe if he hurry up, I could just hurry up and leave. After he got off top of me, he stood in the mirror and he beat his chest. And he said, I'm the man. I'm the man. And so I'm asking him, please let me go. I won't tell nobody. And he just was into the mirror. He just into himself. And he went to light a cigarette. And I thought maybe I seen a roll of toilet paper on the dresser. And I thought maybe if I liked a cigarette, I could get the match to set the toilet paper on fire. And it went out. I squirted this contact lens cleaner in his face. And he was like, thank you for wiping my face. And he just washed the water. And at that time, I just seen this big plastic bottle, almost like the bleach bottle, sorry. And I just took it and swung it at him with all my might. And when he went to duck, I pushed him and he fell in between the beds and I just ran. And I just kept running and just kept running. And before
listen to, again, if you haven't already watched the interrogation video, listen to some of the things she's talking about. She talked about the weapon. She talked about eye solution, contact solution. She talked about a bleach bottle. She talked about twin beds being pushed together. Like, all of these are very specific details that you hear her telling in her story. And this is the story she told that day. So when we get to the interrogation video, it'll all be like, oh, that's why they asked that question. Oh, that's why they were asking that question. It's all, sort of connected. So if you haven't already seen it, just sort of take note that that's what she's saying.
I knew when I was in front of my school and security guard was asking me, like, where have you been, Jennifer? You're late. And I told them, and they called the police. And the police came and they put me in a van. And they asked me if I can show them the location of where this happened. I did. And I watched them bring him out in handcuffs. And then they took me to the hospital.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so
Now,
we're going to
Kenneth was
pause it right there because the rest of the interview gets into, the current lawsuit and everything like that. So we're going to kind of pause that right there. If you want to see the whole video, you can go to YouTube and type it in. The full video is there. It's the whole thing is about 20 minutes long, so you guys can always go and do that there. Also, and for those of y'all that did not know, Kenneth Petty also, wait a minute, y'all, my computer is moving slow again. Y'all know how my computer does, y'all. I pulled this article. Hold on. Where Kenneth Petty also has been in other legal trouble as it relates to him unaliving somebody. Okay. So we have this, but we also have a situation. I believe he pled, let me read you guys the article. And Wendy Williams spoke about this as well when she first was kind of coming after Nicki about marrying him. Okay, hold on. Okay. Petty also shot dead a man named Lamont Robinson in April of 2002. According to a legal complaint cited by the Sun, he used a loaded handgun multiple times, thereby causing his death. He was charged with first-degree manslaughter in 2006, serving nearly 7 years in prison before his release in May of 2013. He was on supervised release up until May of 2018. According to TMZ, Petty and Nicki have a long history. They met each other during their early adolescent years, and they went on to date for a few months before ultimately breaking up and losing touch with each other. They started dating again around 2018. So again, this is not his only brush with the law, and it's not his only time that he was in the clankety clank. Okay? That's what I had to tell someone defending him. If they ask him, then they already knew the answer. Listen, let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever get picked up by the popo and they start asking you, first of all, you shouldn't really talk to them. If you ever get picked up by the police, your only word to the police should be lawyer. That is it, and that is all. I don't care whether you think you're guilty or not guilty. I don't care if you know why they picking you up or they don't know. Don't say nothing. Your first and only word should be lawyer. But if you are so inclined to have a conversation with the hey, Cam's boo, if you are so inclined to have a conversation with the popo, if they start asking you specific questions, they already know the answers. Especially stuff that only you would know. So when they start asking about contact lens solution, that's who asked that? Why would you? Where would that? They said, do you wear contacts? You should have known then. Damn. That you should have just. Thank you, Marky Mom. Conscious says, ReallyB, he was also on probation for armed robbery at the time he assaulted Jennifer. See what I'm saying? I knew that boy. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm going to tell y'all what I heard. We about to look at the interrogation video right now. But I'm going to tell y'all what I heard. As soon as I heard it, I knew that boy had some stuff going on with him. As an educator, I'm telling you what I heard. But let's get into it. We're about to get into, again, this is courtesy of Conscious TV. He is in the chat. Hey, boo. His Cash App is up on the screen. If you guys would like to bless him, please and thank you. Now, this is the original interrogation video, so it's grainy and all of the, all of the above. It's all of those things, but it is the actual interrogation video. Conscious has gone through whatever he needed to go through with lawyers and things of that nature to make sure that it was what it was and it is what it is. And everybody has picked it up, so we already know he done broke the damn internet. He done broke the damn thing. Okay. Listen, and conscious, you know you petty for that thumbnail. If y'all have not seen that thumbnail of Conscious, that Conscious put where that boy had his finger so far up his nose, he could probably read your thoughts. And Conscious made that. He know he was, look at him laughing because he know he was petty. Woo! Yes, trigger warning again. He is going to be telling his version of the story. So yes, a trigger warning again. So let's get into it. Share my screen. He was digging for the lies. Well, he found them, baby. He found them. Okay. Xavier said, I really pray one day that Nicki atones for this. Re-victimizing Jennifer is horrible. Right? And because my thing is this, listen, you can love your man. You can be in love and you can love your man. But it is what it is. And for you to try to make it seem like, oh, well, the victim ain't the victim because you want to rewrite history or you don't want to believe. Listen, girl, all you got to do is pull the trial. Well, he pled, so there's no trial. But you could have just pulled the indictment. You could have pulled the police, the court records. And it's okay to be like, look, that ain't who I fell in love with. He was a kid then. He's a grown adult now. That was 20 years ago. I love him. He loved me. And we're going to love each other. It's okay to say that. It's okay. But anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
Okay. Today's date again is September 16th, 1994. The time is approximately 8:51 p.m. We are in the 106 precinct on the second floor in Queens County. Present in the room is police officer Paul Booth, video technician Robert Bernard. Your name, sir?
Julian Petty.
Mr. Petty, and your name?
Kenneth Petty.
Okay. My name is Paula Aylward. I'm an assistant district attorney. I work at the Queens County District Attorney's Office. I understand that you wish to speak to me regarding an incident which occurred at 123-40 Inwood Street in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
But before I speak with you, I want to read you your rights.
Yeah.
Now, I understand Officer Booth has spoken to you before in the presence of your mother and your father. Is that
Okay, so let's debunk that lie. If anybody ever said or anybody ever heard it said that he was questioned without an adult, that's a lie. Because not only was his mama there earlier that day, but his daddy is in the room for this full interrogation. Okay, so that's the first lie we're going to debunk. And before I go any further, shout out. I do want to give Jennifer Hugh a shout out for when she went to school. Immediately reporting what happened and going and getting a rape kit and all the things that needed to happen. And I want to shout out that school because clearly Jennifer had a good enough relationship with that security guard that she felt comfortable telling the security guard what happened. And that security guard immediately did the right thing. So I just want to shout out that it sounded like the adults around Jennifer did the right thing. And Jennifer sounded like she was comfortable enough to tell the adults around her, this is what happened and I need help. Okay. So shout out to that. I just wanted to say that before we get into this. Okay. All right. Let me go.
correct?
Yes.
What's your mother's name?
Annette Petty.
And this is your father who's seated here?
Mm-hmm. Julian Petty.
Okay. And Officer Booth read you your rights previously?
Yes.
And you made certain statements to him at that time?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Petty, you were asked to sign the memo book?
Yes, I was.
And you did so?
Yes.
And the daddy signed the book to say he was there.
Now, Mr. Petty, you have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions.
You should have used that. When the police be listen, hey, when the police be telling y'all that y'all had a right to remain silent, I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to do that. But okay, we're gonna keep going, y'all. We're gonna keep going. Right, Cajun. The fact that the security guard was like, "Hey, girl, you late? What's going on?" Yeah, it shows that one, the girl went to school, and that she had a relationship with the people at the school. That's what it said. As somebody who is in a school and an educator, let me tell you something. When we notice certain things, when we say, "Hey, you're late today. What's going on?" That means you're not normally late. Hey, you don't look good. Is something wrong? And let me tell you something. For a child to open up, especially about something that traumatic, listen, it tells me that Jennifer went to school regularly, and Jennifer had a relationship with the people at that school. That's what it tells me. As somebody who's in a school, that's what it tells me.
Do you understand what I've just said?
Yes.
Anything you do say may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand what I've just said? You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police or to me, and to have an attorney present during any questioning now or in the future. Do you understand what I've just said?
Yes.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you without cost. Do you understand what I've just said?
Yes.
If you do not have an attorney available, you have the right to remain silent until you have an opportunity to consult with one.
Yes.
Do you understand what I've just said?
Yes.
Now that you have been advised of your rights, are you willing to talk to me and to answer questions?
Yes.
Okay, as I said, I understand you want to talk about an incident which occurred at 123-40 Inwood Street in Queens today on September 16th, 1994. What do you wish to say about that?
It didn't occur there.
What?
I saw the girl.
Now, first of all, he didn't say it didn't occur. His first statement was it didn't occur there. That was his first statement. Now, we know he lying. It don't matter. He lying. But he said it didn't occur there. As somebody that deal with kids who lie all the time, those are the trigger words I be listening for. What you mean it didn't occur there? What you mean there? So that already told me right there. Ding, 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 ding. He about to lie. He about to lie. He about to lie. But let's keep going.
On the boulevard of Rockaway Boulevard. I was walking down the block. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning for school. And I went to wake my uncle up for work. So as I was coming back, I bumped into this girl named Jennifer.
So first of all, you're going to hear in a minute, he ain't even in school. So why you up at 8 o'clock like it's school time? You said that it was 8:40, time for school. Sir, you're not even in school. But let's go. Let's go.
And her friend was walking. It was a male friend. So, and I know him. He's my friend. So we talking, and she was just sitting there. So after that, I just left and I went back to my house. So I went to sleep and my uncle had left and went out to work without locking the door. So the next thing I know, police was up in my face.
That's how we know he not in school. Because he said he went back home and went to bed. Sir, what school? What school you? Okay. That's how we know you're not in school.
Talking about I had raped somebody. And I did not rape nobody.
Okay, you saw Jennifer today?
Yes.
And who was she with?
She was with this boy named I think his name was what's this boy name?
Now a minute ago he was your friend. A minute ago he was your friend. But you don't even know his name now. Okay. All right, cool. I don't know if that would call a friend. He just somebody you knew in the neighborhood, I guess.
I know him too.
Although based on Jennifer's statement, she was by herself. She wasn't walking with a friend. So he lied and he trying to figure it out. You can tell he lied, but go ahead.
Well, let's start with how you know him. How do you know him?
Oh, we used to play basketball in the park.
And do you know where he lives? Okay.
It's just a regular it was like a tournament in 150th Park. And he used to be on the opposite side of the team and we used to, just play.
attention to the question. That woman asked you, do you know where he lived? She did not ask you how you knew him. You said y'all played basketball. A minute ago, y'all played basketball at the park. Then it was a tournament where we just played one time. Sir, you just making it up as you go. That woman asked you where that boy lived. She didn't ask you nothing about no tournament at the park. But okay, keep going.
Okay, you can't remember his name?
I know his face. I know his face when I see him. But I know his face when I see him, but I'm not sure about. I know his first name is what's his first name? I think it's Donovan. Donovan is something like Donovan.
Okay. If you think of his
Something like
name,
that.
He about to have the police looking for Donovans all over New York, just trying to find a Donovan. Donnie, Donovan, Don. Just looking for niggas.
you can let me know
Yes.
while we're talking. You have to answer out loud because the microphone is here to
alright.
pick up everything you say. So you saw her about what time this morning?
Like around 8:30 in the morning.
And where was it you first saw her?
I was at the store. Then I saw her at the bus stop going to school.
Okay. And both times was she with this person, Donovan or Donnie?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say or do?
I said something to him about basketball. And then I said something to her, and she got smart. Like, what? And I was like, nothing. Just leave it as that. And I just kept on walking, cause like no longer than like a year ago, this happened like, again like this.
What happened?
I had, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm just gonna pause. None of what he get ready to say make any damn sense. He said this happened a year ago. What happened a year ago? Because at this point, all we know is that you was walking down the street. First, you woke your uncle up. Then you was walking down the street for school because it was school time. But now you was going to the store. And then you saw her on the way to the store. But then you was on your way back from the store. Sir, what happened? What happened before? Because as far as we know, all we heard is you walking down the street and you saw her walking with your imaginary friend, Donnie. I'm not understanding what you're talking about. This happened a year ago. What happened a year ago, sir?
You know, like I had sex with her. Put it like that.
And here's where his 16-year-old brain was trying to say, well, if I admit that we've had sex in the past, you know what I'm saying? That's what his 16-year-old brain is saying. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and say we had sex before, but I'm not going to admit that that anything happened today. I'm going to just say we had sex, right? So this is a 16-year-old in their mind. This shit makes sense to them. It makes sense to them. I deal with 16-year-olds.
And something went down like last year. She was like, she just don't want to mess with me no more.
And he's also trying to make it seem like she got a problem with him, which would justify her lying, and I put that in air quotes, lying on him now, right? He's trying to build up I don't know, we used to be cool, and then one day she just started tripping on me, and I don't even know what happened. I don't know what I did. That was a year ago. I saw her today. Maybe she's still mad. See, you got to put your mind in the sense of a 16-year-old. Now, at this point, his daddy should have said, we're ending this and we're leaving. Because his daddy knew he was lying. You know your kids. His daddy knew he was lying. His dad should have said, we ending this right now.
I must have said something wrong, got my face today that must have made her upset enough for her to call rape on me. Because I didn't.
See, you see what I'm saying? I must have said something that upset her for her to say I did that. I must have upset her again.
Not touch that girl, man.
Well, you had sex with her before, you said.
Yeah.
When was that?
Last year.
And did you have a relationship?
Yeah, it was a little relationship, you could say.
Like how long?
It was like 2 months, 3 months.
Okay, and what happened when that relationship ended?
We just stopped speaking. She had went down south and I had went down south. And we both coming back this year.
Okay, how did you break up? Were you friends still, or you weren't friends? Or
she was messing with this other guy, and he got killed on Rockaway Boulevard. This kid named Corey she was messing with. He got killed by somebody, I don't know. The next thing you know, she just felt like you know, like something was wrong. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave you alone, you know.
Sir, none of what you saying make no damn sense. First, y'all was together. Y'all had sex. Then y'all dated. But you don't know you said something one day and she just stopped talking to you. Then you went down south and he went down and she went down south. And then y'all just broke up because y'all was both down south. And when y'all came back, y'all just wasn't together anymore. But now she had a boyfriend who got killed. And I guess that's why she not speaking to me no more. Sir, none of what you saying makes any damn sense. Shout out to the 300 people in the chat. Please do me a favor. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Everybody, please hit that like button. And if you are enjoying the content, if you could please tip Conscious TV. He is the person that brought it to us. The reason why we are talking. Hey, Gina Bina. And his Cash App is right there on the screen. Thank you. All right.
You feel you need your time. Your other friend you had, you was messing with him, he had died. You feel, you know what I'm saying, messed up. So I ain't even going, you know what I'm saying, go through it like that.
That's what caused you two to break up
Yes.
a year ago? And did you see each other during the course of this year?
Yeah, we saw this year. We saw a lot. So almost like every day as she was going to school.
You saw her almost every day as she was going to school. But you wasn't going to school. You was outside waking your uncle up and then walking to the store every morning. You weren't going to school, but you saw her every day on her way to school. You didn't say, well, yeah, we see each other at school all the time.
Because I was supposed to be going and get enrolled too.
That's how I knew. That's how I knew he was lying. I mean, that's how I knew he wasn't in school. He said, because I'm supposed to be going to get enrolled too, which means you are not currently enrolled in school, sir. He didn't say transfer. He didn't say, well, I was trying to go to that school because it's closer to where my uncle lived. He said, I was supposed to be going to get enrolled, which means you are not currently enrolled in school, sir. Now, that's what I heard yesterday when I listened to this the first time. I heard that the first time. I said, you're not in school. Okay.
Where?
At John Adams.
Okay. But you're not enrolled yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how was it today? How was it when you saw her? What kind of conversation or whatever did you have?
It wasn't no real conversation because I was talking to my what's name Donovan, I think, Donnie. We was talking about the basketball, how we was gonna try to go. I was gonna get up in the school and try to play for them.
Oh, Jesus. So you ain't say nothing to her. You was talking to your imaginary friend. You was talking to your imaginary friend, Donovan. Because you was talking to him about going up in the school and playing basketball. So you're not even a student. You're not even a student at the school. You just going to roll up in there one day and just be on the court. Conscious said his daddy let him speak to the DA because they were colluding with Jennifer's adopted parents to get Kenneth off the hook to avoid retaliation and bringing shame on both families. My Lord, today, y'all, when y'all know when Conscious go deep, baby, Conscious go deep, okay? Janet Jackson said, we go deep and we don't get no sleep. Conscious, when the last time you had some sleep? When the last time you had some sleep, Conscious?
But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, she just came out of face and said something, and I said something to her, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was that. I walked.
What did
Again, I talk to 16-year-olds all day, every day. Y'all know that I have been an administrator. I've had to sit across from 16-year-olds lying to me about who started a fight, who said what, who didn't say what, who messing with whose boyfriend, girlfriend, who had this, who did that. Child, I'm used to listening for the little words and things that they say and they don't say. This boy is lying. Anytime they can't finish a sentence, they lie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, yeah. This boy ain't finished a sentence in 3 minutes. He has not finished a sentence.
she say?
I think she said, you ain't gonna get up in the school looking like that. I think I said something like, what? And then I just left. I know, well, hold up. No. I said, as a matter of fact, I said, I hope you're not going nowhere where I think you're not going. Because she was with him. And I was like, all right. So I just left.
That didn't make no sense. She said, "You're not getting up in no school looking like that." What up, Dad Boo? What's up? What's up? What's up? Tell wifey I said, hey. Sir, she said, "You're not getting up in school dressed like that." And she said that she probably said something that, said something smart to him. But what you just said don't make no sense. Jennifer explained that her family also forged the letter. Also, that her family wrote that letter unconscious to the judge in her name, pretending she was pleading for him not to be sentenced. That was her adopted parents. Oh. Sir, you said, I was like, well, I hope you ain't doing what I think you're doing, because she was with him. What?
And I went to my house it was like no longer than a half an hour later, probably so, because I was asleep and I was looking at the time and I went to sleep and woke up. It was a light in my face and I'm like, hey, let me get my shirt.
And that was when
Again, you sleep when everybody else is supposed to be at school. Okay. All right then. And you woke up a half an hour later, you just woke up out your sleep with the light in your eyes and the police in your face. And your response was, hey, let me get my shirt. Oh, Nika was at LaGuardia. Yeah, Nika went to LaGuardia High School.
police were there?
Mm-hmm.
You'd say it was a half hour after you saw her?
It had to be like a half hour.
Do you remember what she was wearing?
She had to have one.
Now, I want y'all to hear how detailed this description is of what this young lady was wearing. Mind you, he said he passed by her. He said something to the dude she was walking with. They made a little comment about going to school, not going to school. And that's about it. And that's about all. I need y'all to hear how detailed this description is, please.
Some green pants, a white shirt, and what kind of sneakers? She had on some Fila sneakers, to be exact, and a little blue and something color bag on her shoulder.
Okay, what were you wearing?
This is what I got on right now.
You were wearing this Apache t-shirt when you saw her? And shorts? Are those shorts?
Yeah, shorts.
And sneakers. Okay. And now you live at 12340 Inwood Street.
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
All my life.
And which one is your bedroom in that house?
Right upstairs. Right. Okay. As soon as you walk upstairs, right there, my aunt sleeps right there, and I sleep right there.
Okay. Was your aunt home today?
No, she had just left.
Was anybody else home when the police came?
No, my uncle had. That's how the door was open. The door supposed to have been locked, but my uncle went to work and he don't have no key. So when he come out to lock it, so he just left.
I don't even know how to unpack none of that. First of all, didn't he say earlier that he had moved down south and he was moving back up? Okay, I ain't even gonna go there. You've been living in that house your whole life. You live in the room. Your room is a bedroom with your aunt. Your uncle left, but he don't have a key. It's so many things wrong with this. Yeah, it's so, sir. Hey, what's up? Big Sassy and VA. Hey, what's up, girl? I'm glad you made it. Yes. Hold on, I'm pausing for the calls real quick. Listen, I got 300 of y'all in here. If y'all don't get y'all tails on over to Black Girl Vitamins and get y'all some Black Girl Vitamins and use my discount code ReallyBTV, get you 20% off of your order and get you some free shipping. Okay. Big ReallyBTV is the discount code, 20% off over there. I use them. I love them. Please and thank you. Okay, so that's my commercial break. All right, let's keep going.
The door open. You can even ask him. Nobody was in that house.
Okay. And he left the door open when he left?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, did you have sex with Jennifer today? You have to answer out loud.
No.
When was the last time you had sex with her?
Last year.
Now, mind you, he clearly lied right here, because in the quote that I read you guys that came from the court case, he admitted that he had sex with her. Now he's saying that it was consensual. So he's clearly lying. He just told a bold-faced lie, because now he's saying we had sex, it was consensual. But back then, no, didn't have sex, no.
93.
Did you have sex with anyone today?
No.
In that room, did you have a girl in your house today?
No.
You didn't bring any girl to that house?
Nope.
Okay, so if somebody said they saw you bring somebody to the house, they would be mistaken today?
And here is where, like, there's so many places where his father should have ended this. But right now, right here, is absolutely where this is supposed to end. The minute she starts asking him specific questions like that, so that you didn't have any girl in the house? No. So if somebody said they saw a girl in the house, they'd be lying? Yep. Baby, when I tell you, daddy should have been like, that's it, that's all, let's go. That's it, that's all, let's go. But Conscious said that they were in cahoots with her adopted parents anyway. But still, daddy,
Okay. When was the last time you had a girl in that house?
See, it's a long time, because really my grandma just went down south with somebody that passed, one of my aunts and stuff. She don't allow no girls in there.
Okay. Where did you and Jennifer have your relationship when you were having a relationship?
Oh, we was at my other friend's house.
Where's that?
I think it was on 147.
So the woman said, well, when you were dating Jennifer and y'all were having sex last year, where did y'all go? Because he say his auntie don't let no girls in the house. Now listen, it's 336 of y'all in this room right now. And I'm pretty certain for most of us, I'm going to say 330 out of the 336 of us in this house, we're allowed to have boys and girls of the opposite sex up in our bedroom when we was in high school. That don't mean we didn't do it. That don't mean we didn't do it. And when that lady said, so where did you and Jennifer? Yes, he pled guilty, Che. He pled guilty. And when she said, when you and Jennifer were having relations last year, where did y'all do it? At my other friend's house. Well, where does he live? I think. What you mean you think? What you mean you think? Now he go making up stuff again. Now he about to lie again. Because now it's a friend. He ain't said a name yet. He probably gonna listen. He about to
Rockaway Boulevard.
And what's that friend's name?
Jamel.
And you and Jennifer would go to Jamel's house? And that's where.
Poor Jamel. Now they done threw Jamel in it. Jamel sitting somewhere going, how I get in this? Jamel is somewhere saying, how I get in this? Again, I want to remind everybody, this is a reaction video, so I will be stopping and starting, and you will be getting my reaction. If you want to see the uninterrupted video, it is over on Conscious TV. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. So, just so you guys know where you can find the uninterrupted video, but we are going to be reacting. Okay? All right.
Where you had sex? Did you ever go to her? You have to answer out loud.
Yes.
Did you ever go to her house?
Yeah, yes.
Did you ever go to her house and have sex there?
No.
Okay. Did you ever bring her to your grandmother's house and have sex there?
No.
Never?
Never.
Okay. Now, when the Officer Booth saw you today and he asked you how old you were, you told him you were 14. You have to answer that. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 16.
So you lied when you told him you were 14?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't know what was going on, man.
When
The same shorts he had on from the morning tested positive for, right. Yeah, he lied about sex with her and lied about sex with anyone at all. Right, because they did, yes, his pants did have, ejaculation on them. Sir, you lied to the police and said you were 14 instead of 16 because you said you didn't know what was going on. Shouldn't that be all the more reason why you wouldn't lie to the police? Clearly, this is not your first rodeo, and we all know why he lied to the police, y'all. He lied to the police because juveniles don't get, first of all, they don't go to big boy jail. They go to juvenile detention, right? And 16-year-olds, depending on the crime, will get sent to big boy jail. Depending on the crime, they can. I shouldn't say will. They can, right? So that's number one. Number two, you lied because you already know what it was and what was going on. And you was like, shoot, if I say I'm 14, then they're going to think I'm a juvie and they're going to take it easy on me. We know why you lied to the police. But what that tells me is that you was doing dirt. You probably didn't know why the police was there because I feel like you had your hand in a whole bunch of cookie jars. I feel like you was out here doing a whole bunch of stuff you wasn't supposed to be doing. So you probably didn't know why the police was at your house that morning. And you probably didn't know what they was at your house to come and get you for. And you was like, well, shoot, I'm about to say I'm 14 because if I say I'm 16, I might go to the big boy jail. But 14, I'm going to juvie. At least for tonight. Remember, I worked in a juvenile detention center. They lie about their age all the time, and that's why they lie about their age. They lie down. They don't lie up. I promise you that. If he was 14, he wouldn't have said he was 16. Why would you lie, sir? Why would you lie? He lies to the DA about not giving police his nickname. Hold on. Zoo, and also initially told police he didn't hear her. Oh, didn't see her at all. Yeah. This man is just a lie. He's just a lie. He's a lie. He's a lie. Okay.
And when was this?
Today.
Okay. What do you mean you didn't know what was going on?
I didn't know what was going on. Why should I tell him everything when I don't know what I'm trying to ask him a question and he like, how?
Okay, I should be back now. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. My bad, y'all. I thought it was back on. I'll wait till okay. I see y'all telling me my sound is off. I'll wait till y'all. Okay. All right. Y'all can hear me now. All right. Let me go back. My apologies, y'all. I thought it went out, but I thought I had put it back. All right. I'm going to go back a little bit so y'all can hear what he's saying. Now, he done known this girl since daycare. They done been in school together. They used to date. He said that was his boo thing for a minute. I'm muted again. Y'all still can't hear? Hold on. Hold on, because I think the chat is behind. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can't hear me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, y'all can hear now. You can hear me, not the video. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see what's going on with the video. You can hear me, but you cannot hear the video. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Let me find out what's going on with the video. Hold on. Okay. It might be YouTube. Hold on. Let me go out. Let me end this. Let me stop sharing and let me try to connect it again. All right, let me try to connect it again. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. That's YouTube. Because if y'all can hear me, but y'all can't hear the video, that's YouTube. That's not me. So let me try to connect it again. Hold on. CBS is doing this to me. It might be. Okay, I'm going to try to share the screen again. All right, I'm going to go back. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear the video. Let me know if y'all can hear the video.
The officer Booth saw you today and he asked you how old you were. You told him you were 14.
Mm-hmm.
You have to answer
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
So you lied when you told him you were 14?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't know what was going on, man.
When was this?
Today.
Okay. What do you mean you didn't know what was going on?
I didn't know what was going on. Why should I tell him everything when I don't even know what's going on? I'm trying to ask him a question. He like, how old are you? No, I was like, I'm 14.
Okay, but you're stating that you did nothing wrong today, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you lied when he asked you.
Yes, I lied. Yes.
Okay. And you've been arrested before?
Yes.
And you know that they ask you those questions
Yes.
for certain reasons?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. How long have you known Jennifer?
Ever since preschool, daycare center.
Okay. And just to clarify, what's her last name?
It's her last name.
Said he done known this girl since preschool, but he don't know her last name. He said they used to date. They had sex together. Well, they had sex. They used to date, but he don't know her last name. Child.
I think it's Brits. Jennifer. Wait up.
Is it How?
How?
Hough? Does that sound familiar?
How? No.
You don't know. Okay. Let me ask you something. So you've seen her just about every day
Yes.
since you broke up, as you say?
Yes.
And when you've seen her just about every day, when would you see her and where?
I would see her either coming from school or going to school. Cause she's a nice girl. She doesn't do nothing but go in the house, does her homework. Cause I used to be with her sometimes, helping her do her homework, going to the library and stuff.
See, now you done told a lot of lies, Kenneth. Kenneth, you done told a lot of lies in this video. This video ain't even 20 minutes long. And you have told a lot of lies. But, sir, that is the biggest lie you have told. You ain't never helped that girl do her homework. You ain't never go to the library with that girl because your ass ain't even in school. How you help her with her homework, sir? How you helping her with her homework? The hell? Conscious said arrested before armed robbery ! Lying about a 2-year age difference was just unnecessary. That's why the DA was like, what was the reason? Clearly you scared, you know you wrong, and then you tell unnecessary lies. Child, Conscious, the worst one he told was that he was helping that girl with her homework. Now we already know good and damn well you wasn't helping that girl with no homework. At this point, I agree, Powerful. The daddy was just like, fuck it, let him go to jail. Because he had to know. Right. Kenneth, where your library card?
Okay. And did you ever see her with people or
Yeah,
alone?
yes. She used to be with people.
Okay. And did you have conversations with her on those other mornings you'd see her?
Yes.
And today was just like any other morning when you saw her?
Yes.
And you mostly talked to her friend and not even to her?
Yeah.
Just about?
Yeah.
So when you left, were you mad?
No,
No. And when she left, did she seem mad?
I don't know.
How did she seem when she left?
She's really, I can't tell you because I did not look back to look at her.
Okay.
You ain't look back to look at her, but you described her outfit down to the socks. You knew what color her purse was. Men don't pay attention to that shit. Men do not pay attention to a woman's purse and what color a woman's purse is unless they bought that purse for them. Unless you bought that purse for her, men do not care about that kind of stuff. But baby, you knew. You knew. But now you don't know because you ain't even look back.
Now, are you working right now?
No.
Okay. And I need to know, you were wearing these shorts and a t-shirt.
Yes.
Were you wearing any undershorts?
Yes.
Okay. What type? Boxers or?
Boxers.
Okay. Do you have them on still?
Yes.
The same ones?
Yes.
All right. The officer's going to need to take those and voucher them as well for
Yes.
evidence. Okay.
Mhm.
So he'll do that when we finish this interview.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now, you recall before when your mother was still here, she gave you a consent form to go into the house and to look for certain properties.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
Yes.
All right. And do you remember reading this and signing your name at the bottom?
Yes.
And is this your signature over here?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall your mother reading it and signing her name over here?
Yes.
Okay. Can you get this, Bob?
And here's where the DA is going to just slow walk him. Now she been already, getting him ready. Now she about to take him in for the slaughter. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. And your mother went over with the police officer and with me to the house. And in the bedroom in which you sleep, did you keep a knife in there?
Yes, there's little things and dishes in there.
Okay. And what's the knife in there for?
The downstairs is messed up.
What do you mean?
It's messed up. We got all the cups and stuff in our room, basically.
I don't even understand what that means. But he's trying to explain why he has that knife in his bedroom. Now, I don't even understand what that means, that the kitchen is messed up and that's why you got dishes in your bedroom. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say, if the kitchen is messed up and y'all got dishes and shit all in y'all bedroom, y'all got other things in y'all bedroom too. Creepy crawlies in that bedroom too. His lawyers lied during the trial claiming they illegally searched his home, but they forgot there was a consent form and this video to validate that they consented to the search of the home. Boy, Conscious, make me sick. Conscious, were you there? Did you get in a time machine? Baby, let me tell you something. When Conscious get quiet, y'all better be ready. When Conscious TV quiet, video channel get quiet, baby, you better be ready. I mean, he working on something. He in the lab.
Okay. And there was a knife in there?
Yes.
And it was on the dresser?
No. It was in a little bucket. It should be a little bucket on my dresser with a whole bunch of pot.
Okay. No. This one. Yeah, do you have something? You know what, I'll use a piece of paper.
You want this? Like this? Or?
No, I got this. Is this the knife that was in your room?
Yes.
Okay. And on your dresser?
Yes.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been on my dresser though.
Can you get that?
Hold it, tilt it, sorry.
So that's the weapon that allegedly he used. You see how big that knife is?
And do you wear contacts?
Again,
Does your
when somebody asks you a question that specific, do you wear contacts? Sir, you are. Do you wear contacts?
aunt?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recognize?
That is the screenshot. If y'all don't know what the screenshot is, that is the screenshot that Conscious TV used with his petty ass, with that man digging up his nose.
Yes.
Okay. And do
right there, Conscious petty ass. He is digging for gold, honey. Digging for gold.
Do you recognize this bottle?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Where do you recognize that from?
Would I recognize it from?
Yeah.
From my aunt.
Okay. In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn the no, the other way. Yeah.
Now, why would, if you and Jennifer have been friends for years, why would she say something like this?
No idea, man.
You have no idea?
None whatsoever.
And I just want to show you some photographs that were taken over at your house. These are Polaroid photographs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 of them. And this one shows the bottle of eye lotion on the dresser. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes.
Is that from your room?
Yes.
Okay. And this one shows one side view of your room.
Yes.
Look, and this part is your bed right here.
Yes.
Okay, and that blanket was on the bed.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if you can get these. And this is another, looking at the dresser
Yes.
with the radiator on the side of your room.
Yes.
Okay, and that's your room. And why don't I show them all to you and ask you, is this your room?
Yes.
Does that show the beds and the blankets that were on the beds today?
Yes.
Okay. Is this your room?
Yes.
That shows the beds and some clothes and a dresser? This shows the beds in that room?
Yes.
With the blankets? Okay. And this shows the room where the telephone is, the dresser, the television?
Yes.
Is that your room? You have to answer out loud.
Yes.
And this shows the dresser with the mirror above it and the different items on that dresser? Is
Yes.
that from your room?
Yes.
And this shows the 2 beds with the blanket. It shows over looking towards the window.
Dishes, right?
And
Yes.
it shows dishes in the front and the television in the background.
Yes.
That's your room.
Yes.
And this shows a pot with some dishes and a knife
Yes.
on your dresser.
Yes.
And that's from your room.
Yes.
Okay. And this one showing the blankets on your bed
Yes.
or your aunt's bed. Which one is that?
Let me see. Hold up.
They're close together, right? They're 2
Yeah.
single beds pushed together.
No, this is my bed right here, I think, 'cause that's my clothes over there.
All right. And do you have a handgun?
No.
No? All right. Do you recognize that item that was beneath the mattress of your bed?
I think it's something that my uncle used, like a tool, something he put in there.
This here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not a handgun case.
No.
And where does your uncle live in that house?
My uncle doesn't live in that house.
All right, but was he there this morning and then left the door open? That's a different uncle?
My uncle's down south.
Okay. So who was it you were saying left today?
Oh, my other uncle that worked. That
Now it's his other uncle. It ain't that uncle, it's the other uncle. She asked you, sir. Nah, my uncle don't live there. Not my uncle. Well, what about the uncle you was waking up? You said that you had to wake him up to go to school. Oh, that uncle? Oh, yeah. That's my other uncle. Everybody down south. Everybody went down south. Everybody going down south. Everybody down south. Sir.
That live downstairs now.
How many people live in that house?
4.
Okay. Officer, do you have any questions? Do you want to say anything else about this?
No, ma'am.
No? Is your nickname Kazoo?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't tell the officer that that was your nickname?
No.
When you saw Jennifer today, did you notice any bruises on her?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I have nothing further.
Okay, so that is the end of the video. You guys listen. Let me say this. First of all, thank you to the people that are still here. It's 300 people, over 300 people in the room. I hope I have over 200 likes. I hope you guys are blessing Conscious TV for bringing us this footage. And I get it, you guys. Conscious said that his phone been ringing off the hook. He said all kinds of people are reaching out to him. They tried to shut him down. Mob radio over there talking ish. Baby, listen, Conscious has got the people, got him shook. Conscious got the people shook, okay? But let me say this. Whether you are a fan of Nicki Minaj or not, my thing is this, and this is what I said to y'all. What's the results? You said, where's the results? The results of what, boo? What you mean, Yasin? The results of what? The results is that he pled guilty and went to jail. Those were the results. Like I said at the beginning of this, Nicki, all you had to say, girl, was listen. That's my man. He did some shit in the past, but we doing our thing. He paid his debt to society, and I love him, and we are moving on with our life. Okay? That is it. That is all. But, sir, it is clear that you lied. It is clear that you were lying from the word, I'm 14. From the beginning, you lied from the word, I'm 14. Conscious, do you want to come up and say anything to the people, or are you going to do a part 2 on your channel? If you want to come up, I'll drop the link for you, boo, if you want to come up and say a few words. You don't have to, though. But if you want to, because I know Conscious did a breakdown with the legal documents and everything over on his channel yesterday as well. And again, it gives a lot more background. Y'all know that, y'all know we've been going through, okay, boo. Y'all know we've been going through court cases, and the court case tells the story. Right? The court case tells the story. All right. I'm dropping this link for Conscious TV. Please. That is it. That is all just for Conscious TV. Oh, you mean from the rape kit? The rape kit, it showed that she was assaulted, and the result from the analysis on his clothing is that he had sex. Okay, here he come. Hold on, let me make sure this is you, Conscious, because you know the people be playing games sometimes. So hold on. Let me make sure this is my boo. Let me put this up. Since I bring my boo up. Okay. Hey, Conscious, that you?
Hey, baby. Yes, it's me.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I want to say thank you for the support. Thank you to the ReallyBTVers, because they have definitely been hitting the Cash App. So I just really appreciate your audience.
You. I'm glad. Thank y'all.
Thank
y'all for not embarrassing me. You be telling people to hit the link. I mean, hit the Cash App, and don't nobody do that. Thank y'all for not embarrassing me.
Oh, no, they're showing out bad. They're showing out bad, honey.
Okay. So I just want to ask you a few quick questions. First of all, I know you can't tell me the where, the what, the why, and the who, but why did you feel like this was something you wanted, that you needed to share or wanted to share?
Well, like everybody else, you know, I had seen this story develop ever since Jennifer came forward from her car initially, and then I saw Hot Shot Radio and Nosy Hole Live stand in the gap for Jennifer as things began to happen around her allegedly being terrorized and re-victimized by people from Nicki and Kenneth's camp. And fast forward, I'm just sitting around minding my business, and I get a anonymous email that just says 2 lines: "I trust you, and I trust your platform." And that's it. That's all. And I open up this email, and there is this here video.
Wow.
My mouth dropped. Like, never in a trillion years would I have ever expected to see this or get this. I wasn't even searching for this. This literally dropped out of the sky into my life. So then from there, I, proceeded to go through what I had to go through with the Freedom of Information Act to get all of the facts and case and the evidence and, all of the deets around the trial and the great kid and all the testing, all of the police reports and, just all of that good jazz. So, I just felt like it was on brand. Everybody knows that my platform is a receipt-based platform and that I have oftentimes stood in the gap for both people who are victims of SA and people who are lying on people about SA. My work has been a pendulum swing from left to right. So, just like you, off the rip, I believed Jennifer. This was a woman who had been in hiding her entire life since this whole ordeal. She was minding her business. People claiming, oh, she wanted clout. This woman could have really did clout. This woman could have hit the airwaves. She could have did Oprah. Everybody wanted her. TV deal, book deals. She could have went on an entire press tour. She could have generated an entire social media presence for herself and really monetize off of her story like so many people do. And that's not what this woman did at all. Actually, she would have made more just going the Hollywood route with her story than trying to sniff Kenneth and Nicki out for what was only 25,000 or 50K according to Jennifer and what they even offered her, which is pennies on the dollar. Consider the maximum reward she could have got out of all of this. So it just didn't make a lot of sense. And because Kenneth also has a track record of being a lowbrow criminal, I had no reason to not believe Jennifer compared to a man who at this point had 37 mugshots and had to report to his probation officer and register every year, and who was on probation at the time that he committed this offense and then went on after serving 4 years to unalive another man in broad daylight in cold blood. And even now, fast forward, is a over 40-year-old man who is a father and a husband and is still having run-ins with the law, like last year when he was hanging with the goons, waving around UNs, threatening Offset, which then put him back in the courts to have him sit down for 160 days as a penalty to his probation. He also had to go back into court for failing to register as a offender. So once again, there literally was no credibility. This man literally had there's no reason to believe in the innocence. There's no reason to believe in the word. There's no reason to believe in anything that Kenneth Petty has to say. There's nothing about his life. There's nothing about the way he's moved, the way he's lived from a 16-year-old to now that gives reason for anybody to choose him over Jennifer.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people may or may not, the people who don't follow the story, and that's okay that everybody didn't dig deep. But I think a lot of people don't understand that this wasn't his first offense. This wasn't the first time he was arrested. This wasn't the first time that he was convicted of a crime. And like you said, at 16 years old, he was already on probation. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I know as somebody who's worked in the school system and who's worked in the juvenile detention system. His parents were violating the law by him not being in school while he was on probation. If he was 16 years old and he was on probation, he was supposed to be registered and be in school.
So
the
they
fact
were
that he was not
actually-
in school,
So they were guilty of truancy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So his parents actually could have been. There could have been some sanctions put on his parents. Now, my girl is in the Tea Lounge is in the chat. I don't want to tell all your business, but I know that the Tea Lounge works in that or has worked in that department, so she can educate. Absolutely, it's called educational neglect. Absolutely, and so the fact that he was already as somebody who worked in a juvenile detention center, I saw kids get picked up because they weren't going to school. They were already on probation and they were truant from school, and the judge would be like, "Go get them, go pick them up, go pick them up." So the fact that he wasn't even enrolled in school, I know that's a small thing, but that just shows that the parents are complicit in this behavior, were complicit in this behavior.
Oh, let's talk about the parents, because first of all,
oh my goodness,
what is the story behind that?
Go ahead.
What is the story behind that? Really be, why are you living in a raggedy gunshot home? I mean, a shotgun home with your uncle and your auntie, and you have a mother and a father. Why are you even with them in this environment? Like, what's that origin story about, for one? And for two, I don't know if you had I don't know how much you made it through my follow-up video, but I showed the character witness letters that were sent in support of Kenneth Petty. His father sent in a character witness letter. His mother submitted one. Church members submitted one. His current employer had submitted one. And all of these people were just talking about how angelic and respectful and just how nice and loving of a kid he was. And nobody acknowledged the fact that he had committed armed robbery. Nobody acknowledged the fact that he wasn't in school, as you just stated. Nobody acknowledged the fact that he, for whatever reason, couldn't even be controlled by his parents, which is more than likely why he was with his uncle and aunt, who probably represented a more firm and stricter guardianship, but obviously even that failed him. And on top of that, like, nobody acknowledged the probation or anything. So when I watched the character, when I read the character witness letters, I was thinking to myself, oh, this is why this boy is delusional, because he comes from a delusional community that incubates him and that coddles him. His community is a reflection of his entitlement and of his recklessness and of his delusion.
And unfortunately, I see that all the time. And parents think that they're helping their kids, and it doesn't help, and it continues to get bigger and bigger, and the lies get bigger, and the violations get bigger, and then you find yourself in these types of situations. So let me fast forward to today.
Yes,
I saw your community post, and baby, I see that the girls are girling, right? I see that the buzz is buzzing. So what has been, with you breaking the internet with this video, what has been some of the feedback that you've been getting? I know you said your phone is blowing up. So what's going on that you care to share?
The birds have definitely been chirping. There's been a minority of raggedy heathens. One obviously classically and iconically known as Mammy Radio, or Slob Radio, as I like to call her. For some reason, every time I move a needle on social media, and every time that I have any type of a buzz going on, the head doctor has to take to station head in order to give unflattering commentary. So, I don't know what that is about, but today I had all the time. And because God has released me from the leash that I've been on all year long, I'm outside now. So anybody who wants that smoke, baby, just
can get it.
Come forth into the lair, because I'm handing out lollipops and ass whippings, but I'm all out of lollipops.
Oh,
now the majority of support has been amazing. You know, like we're trending all over Twitter, we're trending all over TikTok, YouTube is nuts. I've had various celebrities DMing me, telling me, and actually thanking me for putting this video out, thanking me for standing in the gap for Jennifer. I've also heard from Jennifer, and she is well as well. So it explained to me, based upon the outpouring specifically from celebrities that I got, I understand why Nicki is solo dolo, because she's really not loved and liked amongst her peers. No one likes this woman. No one likes this woman. No one likes her husband. She's being tolerated because she has a gift that keeps on gifting her musicality. But outside of that, ain't nobody fooling with Nicki. And that's partially why she's so miserable. But it's really because she refuses to take responsibility and to look herself in the mirror. She also went live. Not live, but she started disseminating 1 trillion pictures of her and Kenneth at the time that I was live yesterday. And then she also fast forwarded, and sped up releasing artwork for her deluxe album as a way to distract the public from what I was doing yesterday as well. Her team also did try to get my video removed. I did not know.
I saw that. I saw they tried to get your video taken down.
It was offline at 5 a.m. in the morning. I was asleep. I woke up 2 hours later, and YouTube was like, yeah, girl, we clocked the hell out of you. So I post the appeal button, and then I made a phone call, and 15 minutes later, my video was reinstated accordingly. So, yeah, it's been interesting, but untouchable, and we're on fire.
I know that's right. Okay, I got 2 more questions, and I'm going to let you go. Have you heard from anybody directly from her team, though? Have you heard anything?
No, I haven't heard anything directly from her team. I know my team had went over the fact that they wouldn't be able to put any papers on me because there's no defamation that has happened. I mean, as you said, that this man, he pled guilty. So I squared off all of my hypotheticals on the front end and the back end. And of course, I consulted my attorneys about just releasing this deposition. You know, just period. I was cleared for that as well. And then I also have a few contacts over at YouTube. So I also had prepared them because I said, you know, this woman has a cult following. So I don't know what I don't know just how bad it's going to get, but I'm just preparing for the worst case scenario. So they were already also prepped for all of this, which is why the issue of trying to get the video down was resolved as quickly as it.
Yeah, because I saw your post last week when you said, baby, I got something coming. I'm just finishing up going through my lawyers and making sure that everything is everything. I said, oh shit. I said,
I did not want to get Storm enrolled, honey. Storm is my boy.
Okay. And, you know, I said, oh, I'm ready for this.
I'm like,
and
look,
like
y'all,
I said,
yeah,
and as always, I want to let you guys know. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
I think we got a delay. No, I was just saying that, you know, I didn't want to be impulsive. I knew that it could be a lot of potential craziness as a result of this. And also, like, you know, we work hard for our channels. We work hard for our platforms. I was not about to just jump out of the window and just take this on without making sure that I was good from the front end to the back end. So, yeah, I definitely was going to prep. And if my lawyers would have told me hell no, it just would have been a hell no, you know, and I would have been okay with that because, you know, I just would have been okay with that. But the grace of God is, you know, it got to go up and now it's out. And even if I were to take it down, the echo chamber has already expanded.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, like an atomic ring. So,
okay. So, is it going to be a part 2? Is it something else in the chamber? Or,
there is going to be a part 3, technically. There's going to be 3, probably 3 more, for sure, 3 more installments that are going to take place. So, yes, everybody can check me out at Conscious TV on YouTube and Instagram and just keep your notifications set to all. I'm a strategic disseminator of information.
And
So
he is.
yeah.
And he is.
So yes.
So I want to just say, make sure you guys are subscribed. See how it's spelled up on the screen. Make sure you spell his name right. Okay, Conscious TV. And again, if you have not already tipped, if y'all could please send him a little tip, $5, $10, $20. Or if you're feeling real freaky, go on and hit him with a $50. Okay. He dropped this information, and not only is his platform not monetized, so he moves off of his donations, but also he allowed all of us content creators, he allowed us to use the content. He's not striking anybody's channels. He's not doing any copyright. You know, he put his watermark on it, but so what? It's his. I don't care about that.
And you know why I had to do that, ReallyB? Do you know why I had to do that? You know, because last year when I had exonerated Storm Monroe and Von Ray because of the false rape allegations that were put out by Tasha K and her assistant, there was another YouTuber, you know, who has Timu veneers in his mouth and who recently got fired after working at a digital network for 27 days and couldn't even maintain a working paycheck on Zoom, who decided that he, in fact, wanted to not only extract my content, but cut me out of my own interview and then paddle my intellectual content around as his own and get paid and had a Merry Christmas on my name. So, yeah, I double dare now to see.
Well, I think you should. Listen, somebody did that to me. I'm not going to call no names, but I had put something up and people played it on their channels, and I didn't watermark it. And you know, now a lot of people did shout me out and say, "Hey, ReallyBTV," but there were a few, and they were the bigger. What I find interesting is the bigger content creators did not shout me out. The smaller ones were the ones that were like, "Hey, got this from ReallyBTV, go check it out." And I was like, "Wow!" So you sitting on 200,000 subscribers, and you couldn't say you got it from me, but the people that sitting at 5,000 subscribers was shouting me out. You know, I just find that so. I know. You know, so
big ass,
you know,
thieves,
so,
what they are. Watermark your stuff up. ReallyB, tear it up, honey. Every 20 seconds.
Oh,
on a
lesson learned.
ReallyBTV.
Trust me.
ReallyBTV. Every 23 seconds, baby, tear it up. Get yours, because I am not going to play with these girls going forward, girls. So, you know, it was a spiritual lesson learned, honey, for me to, you know, straighten up, honey. So these girls will never be able to get one up on me going forward. So, you know, I appreciate that.
Well, thanks, Boo, for coming up. And you know, I will continue to whenever you drop your next installment, you know, we'll be here to talk about it, honey.
Yes, baby. Thank you. And thanks to all the followers for sending me a donation. I love you guys. I'm going to share your stream out and continue to support you as well. Shout out to your almost 18K mama. I am proud of you.
We working. Look, we moving slow. We moving slow these last couple of months, but we moving. That's
what it's about. It's just, look, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. And you're doing it the right way. So it's going to take a lot more time than the people who are taking other people's content and editing them out of videos and not being able to keep a job or a mentor for 27 days. I'll see you later, ReallyB. Bye.
Bye, boy. That's my boo, Conscious TV. Y'all know Conscious don't hold no punches. But if you are not subscribed, please get subscribed to Conscious TV. Again, if you could send him a donation, like I said, not only is his channel not monetized, but he also allowed all of us to use his content. Again, he did not put any parameters or any limitations. All he said was to give him credit and spell his name right. And I don't think that's too much to ask. With that being said, you guys, we're going to get off here. I've been here almost 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I ain't ate dinner yet, child. I'm hungry, okay? But thank y'all for being here. Go and get your Black Girl vitamins if you haven't already, and I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.